Ohio Senator J.D. Vance joins me now. This has now gone to extreme levels, this campus chaos. At what point's the president going to call the University of Columbia, the University of Yale, and just say it's time to knock it off?
Well, it should have happened yesterday, of course, Jesse. I mean, look, this is the convergence of two factors that the left has been openly cultivating for years now. On the one hand, you have well-educated, limousine, self-hating liberals who get very good educations, but really they're getting very good indoctrinations. They're not getting an education in anything. And then on the flip side, you have the importation of millions of people, some of whom aren't properly vetted and some of whom hate this country. And those two forces are joining in Columbia and in Yale and producing this incredible campus violence. You know, obviously we condemn anti-Semitism, Jesse, but I don't care what your underlying ideology is. If you're harassing fellow students, if you're preventing people from getting to class, if you're stabbing your fellow students in the eye with flags, you should go to prison. And I don't know why Joe Biden and the Democrats can't just utter the simple, basic truth that if you violate the law, if you set up a tent city, if you turn our cities or our campuses into garbage dumps for your political protest, you need to be forced to comply with the law. That's what we did back in the 60s. It's what we need to do today, or it's just going to keep on getting weirder and weirder. Yeah, they have riot-geared, strapped police out at NYU right now. It's just gotten dark here in New York City, so we're going to monitor that. There they are standing guard. It's gotten pretty gnarly down here. Do you think Joe Biden soft-pedaling this pro-Hamas jihadist movement on university campuses because he's afraid of losing the Muslim vote in Michigan? Oh, that's absolutely right, Jesse. Not just Michigan, by the way, but Pennsylvania and a couple of other important states as well. Look, the Democrats have boxed themselves into a hole here. They need moderate Jewish voters in places all over the country to vote Democratic in big numbers. They also need a lot of Arab voters to vote Democratic in a lot of places all over the country. And those two groups of people very often do not see eye to eye on this Israel question, on the Gaza question. And the Democrats have to lay in the bed that they've made for themselves. The fact that Joe Biden can't straightforwardly condemn terrorism and attack some of the craziness that's going on in our campuses is evidence that the guy has two masters. And he needs to pick one. And if he doesn't, the American people need to give him the boot. Can you imagine, Jesse, if Donald Trump was president right now, can you imagine how swiftly we would respond to this lawlessness and chaos? We just need to get back to common sense. I'm not asking for anything. Of course, people have the right to peacefully protest. I'm not asking for anything other than simple law and order and obeying the law. If you can't ask that of college kids, what can you ask? Yeah, could you imagine if a MAGA hat wearing college kid took out someone's eye on a campus with a flag? Oh, well, of course. I can't even. Well, of course. No, absolutely. Of course, it'd be national news, Jesse. The thing that I do find funny about all this is you see a lot of these kids wearing masks. So they want to go join the Intifada in Israel, but they're very, very worried about getting a bad cold. That's true. All right. No masks. That's a good policy. J.D. Vance, thank you so much.